There we go. Welcome to the episode of Ground Floor Season 4. That's the theme song, What Up, Though, from my second album, JLE World. I'm your host, all titles JLE, co-host Jerome. Look at that boy over there, middle grade. Look at him. He's getting all fancy.
What's going on, good
give boy a
people?
little shine. You can't take him nowhere.
Hey, what's going on, good people? I didn't want to give y'all Brother Farrakhan today. I give y'all the regular me. But if I get to where I can't see, I'll be Brother Farrakhan tonight.
You remember Brother Ron Farrakhan? We ain't had one last week. I wasn't feeling well last Thanksgiving. Finally feeling well, got my voice back.
Oh, Lord.
So today's topic, be some fun stuff. Drake, you big man, and 2024 masculinity. And we start off with Drake because he's suing his Universal Music Group label because he felt they helped keep going the They Not Like Us song by Kendrick, someone he been beefing with. But it's a national song, led to Kendrick being the guest artist for the Super Bowl next year, February 1st, second weekend. Then he just dropped a new album, so everybody looking like, you did what? I'm doing it for the artist. Nah, you thought it would die down, and it's not dying down. Your take on the drum.
Hey, this whole thing is funny because it's I think I go back to the school days, whether it was middle school, whether it was elementary, high school. There was always one or two people who you seen fight from elementary to middle school to high school. And you always knew, if I got to fight with that person, I better come with it because I haven't seen that person take no L's. Well, here's what I'll say. When it comes to this thing called hip hop, you have to know when to stay in your lane.
Yeah.
For those of us that took driver's training, whether you went to a driver's training through a high school, I actually went through the one that goes over there at Mumford back in the days. And there were certain things you couldn't do. The teacher told you, the instructor told you, if I hear you playing music, not only will you fail this course, we're going to kick you up out of here. You can't come back.
Yep.
What my boy Kevin do, 7 Mile Dog? God rest his soul. My man brought the Snoop Dogg, that Doggy Style album. And man, we didn't get caught. But the fact that we ran that risk was crazy, because he was my partner, man. And I'll just say, we was always talking about real life scenarios. And this is one of those times in hip hop where it's a stain on the culture. Take your L, man, because even when you did that back to back, when you was talking about Meek Mills, some people was like, "Oh, the young kids, oh, that was the best diss track of all time." I remember I was listening to the radio station. I called in. You ain't know this, Jeff. I called in. I called in the radio station here, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me." I was like, that kid that just called in had to be 20 or under. There's no way that you think that this back-to-back is in anybody's top 5 for a diss record.
No Vaseline.
And so my thing is, out of all the diss records that's out there, The Bridge Is Over, No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up. Some people say it's not a diss record, but Biggie made Who Shot You? And you Ether by Nas.
Yeah, ooh.
I mean, like you just said, ooh.
Yeah, that was like,
hey Jeff,
stop trying to diss.
Hey, that's the thing. Like when I look at the type of artist that Drake is, I'm not putting him down as a battle rapper. That's just not what I'm going to put him in. I'm gonna put him in the poppy R&B type rapper. He make those singing type songs. He make his hits. You went into a lane that you should have never went into. There's some states, like here in Atlanta, that has what they call an HOV lane. If you don't have that pass to be in that lane, they will send you a ticket like they just did me. When you get into that lane. What I'm saying to you, brother, is stay in your lane, man. You can't call a teacher after you pick the fight. You take this L and call it a day because you're about to take another one when they have this Super Bowl. That's my take.
And see, I mean, they was doing a little dissing, but then you start saying, "Oh, you got arrested for domestic violence with your wife." It's like, oh, that's where we going. I got time, and it's like he made him go to a whole nother level with the diss, like Euphoria, like dang, the beat the crayons, like what? I mean, Kendrick did the Black Panther soundtrack. Okay, not a bad rapper, like wow. Then you hear They Not Like Us and listen to it, like he put my man producer Mustard on. You know, say Mustard on the beat and started screaming, Mustard! Looked out for that cat. He just started breaking down like, okay, you say you down, but you really go get the black love from ATL, but you doing this, like, you hanging out with people that might mess with kids, you do. Dog, do you hear what he's saying in this record? And it's like there hasn't been a response on really like, dog. The fact you didn't give a response song and the stuff he said in that song about you, then that dance that came out that across the world everybody was doing, making video of. And they said it right before, throw in the damn towel. Throw in the towel. Just throw the towel in and get back to making your music. That they coming home type stuff. Go make hits, make your money, and just act like that didn't happen. Because over there, that's like Flawless Victory, Mortal Kombat stuff like dog. They still playing that They Not Like Us. Now he about to do concerts in Toronto, so that's don't be in your city when that happens because you know people. They want to get some clickbait, man. I'm at the McDonald's. They go Drake. They Not Like Us, Mustard. Like, yeah, you don't want to get clowned in your own city, dude. Just don't be there. Let him go do his concert. You worth over 10 plus mil. You can be anywhere. Don't be in Toronto because someone's going to try to get you on camera just to get a rise out of them. And that's going to be like, your family stay there. That's just going to be too bad. It's too bad. And it's like you created a monster the more you kept going because did nobody know Kendrick had skills like this. Then he dropped a new album that got fired. Like, it's like you woke in a Super Saiyan like Dragon Ball out of this dude. He just been Leroy from Last Dragon. He ain't cooled off. And Super Bowl, like, then people say, well, why Lil Wayne? Like, dude, Lil Wayne nice, but They Not Like Us like the biggest track in a long time. What you gonna get up there and rap about? A lot of your stuff is not really PG. It's not family friendly. He got some stuff he can probably do that's family friendly.
Hey, all I'm saying to you is you just brought up a good point. Now, you said something about the folks not knowing that Kendrick had that in him. There is a track that Big Sean did a few years ago, and it was called Control. Okay. And it featured K-Dot and Jay Electronica. Go after this, go and listen to it. Okay. Listen to what this dude saying on that track. This dude said some stuff on there that was just like, whoa. Like, wow. Hey, you remember on Batman, the old school Batman, when they had the little pow and the wowzers and all that? Mm-hmm. Had you say wowzers. Like, this dude is nasty with it. That's when I knew. And because that song was pretty much like a friendly, like what we used to do. Remember we used to do, we called it raise the bar. It wasn't that we was necessarily rap battling against each other, but if somebody took it there, whatever verse you said, I had to come with a better verse the next go round. And we used to do kind of like a 10-round thing. Sometimes you kicked it off, Dale will kick it off, I kick it off. But when you get to round 10, that had to be you laying the mallet down. Like, hey, can't none of y'all top what I just said.
Now, we're going to be truthful. Y'all two jokers used to come at me You and Claudel, shout out to the squad fam. Where you at? And I was a singing dude. I had to go. All right, I got to research. Okay, how do you do bars? Because I ain't gonna be sitting in the car. And Dale, who was sweet, should have been out here just hitting bars like you bitch, like wow. That's how you feel? Okay, you got me. I'm letting. And then my brother Zartan right here. Take that. Like, oh, you too drunk. Well, dog, you just right for the pig. I had to throw a bar in like, you gotta learn how to rap, Jeff, because these dudes, they're not gonna stop. So I had to learn, and I got me some respect in the car. Like, y'all don't keep coming at me.
Hey,
You gonna give my respect.
Hey, you got into that sparring ring and learned how to spar. No, but one thing I can say about Dale, he always had that skill since we was kids, little kids, like 7, 8. And shout out to him out there in Cali. But my thing is, when it comes to that battle rapping, man, you got to know, like I said, stay in your lane. Man. I remember one time me and you was in the basement with him, and I kicked it off messing with him. And I remember he said something like, I do a Bruce Lee kick. Like this dude just went off of a Bruce Lee kick.
I remember that.
Yeah. And after that, I went upstairs. I asked Rose where's her white towels at. Like, let me get one of them. Put a towel in, man. I'm done. I'm not battling that dude no more. In Espanol, they say no mas. I'm not battling my own cousin no more. I don't care how much money y'all put on the table. I'm done.
Man, I remember that dude had that song with Stand By Me track. I'm like, dog, that would make money if you record and get the clearance to use that beat. Like, how did it go? I think he said something about when the night has come.
Yeah, you say
drinking on rum. Like, it's catchy. I forgot what else he said. I'm like, dog, that.
Yeah.
Man, you finished that, dude. You got something right there, man. You got something right there.
Yeah. He was always creative like that. He did one with Al Green's "Love and Happiness" beat one time.
Okay.
And then like when the part where it speeds up and gets fast, like he started snapping like Bone Thugs and Harmony on it. I was like, whoa! I was like, this dude is next level.
Yeah. So if you really that talented hip hop artist, when you start battling, there could be some fatalities with the words, and flawless victory for Kendrick.
Hey,
I don't know why he just said, "Man, I'm a sue." Y'all supposed to stop it. Like, how they gonna stop this dude for making records? He got a studio.
Hey, Jeff, you remember the first video game, arcade game at the corner stores was Street Fighter.
Yep.
Then we went from Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat.
Oh man.
When you went to Mortal Kombat, it was nothing like two things that came across that screen. I don't care who was playing. I never was that good. I won't get on here and lie on your show and say I was ever that good. But two things you didn't want to hear. Toasty. You didn't want to hear that. Hey, you didn't want to hear that, and you didn't want to hear finish him or finish her.
Yeah.
If you heard those two things, it was about to be ugly for you.
Man, I remember the first time we bought the game for Sega Genesis, and I had Kano, and I messed around and did his finisher. And when the screen went dark and he did, I'm like, how did you do it? Like, I don't know. It just looks sweet. We got to figure out how to do this because they're like, dog, you ain't this hard out. That's how you feeling, Jeff? Like, I just press button. I ain't know how to do the finisher. Because, you go to arcade, they'll do boom, 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 boom. Like, you got to do the finisher. Yeah, like, you got to do up. Like, you said too much. Up, down. That's too much you just said. I just want to press the button, punch him in the face. You and this boy, like, man, I'm tired about to take you out. Like, well, he talking like he about to really, that's how you feeling right now. You going to finish me. And back then, that was a sign of disrespect when they did the finish. Like, you could beat me, cool, but you do the finish them. You do Scorpion, take the mask off, burn you up like, dog. That's how you feel about me right now. Like, yeah.
But you know what's funny? It's funny we even talking about the finish him type games, because for those who was dating their girlfriends, fiancés, wives at that time, the girls was the ones who got good in those type of games. They'd be like, I bet y'all beat you in this. I'm looking like, what?
Yeah.
Where's all this aggression coming from?
Yeah, and our sister learned how to finish people. She was talking cash, man. Like, man, go over there with Donzel. Go, I go somewhere. Get out of here. Bad enough he taught trash. He doing it. He taught you how to do it. Man, you up here finish people like it's just y'all just talking way. Go on a date. Get out of here. Y'all talking way. We talking fun about y'all like, man, you ain't nothing. Just like, and they killing me, they dog. Man, we're gonna throw a rock at these. They got one more time. They got one more finish. Take it, yeah, baby. Like, man, y'all gotta go. This ain't no team sport.
Ain't no team sport, man. Hey, so what do you think Drake should take away from this whole thing? Should he openly just come out and be like, "Hey, man, you got it"? You know what I'm saying?
No, because after doing the suing, that just make him look so lame. It should be one of the Homer Simpson. He fade back into the bushes.
Oh,
just drop the suit. Go take a break. You got millions. Go on the island. Look at some pretty ladies. If you got a lady, go with your lady. Sip on the Mai Tai. Look at the beautiful waters. Chill out, and get creative and make some good music, and then forget about it. Because music changes stuff. Like, oh dang. Oh, Drake came with a bang. Y'all just knew he got a new song. All right. Page has been turned. But if you ain't made nothing, like, dude, did he take your heart? Because you ain't made no song. You ain't gave us nothing to forget about this. You keep talking about it. And now people ain't heard nothing about, like, you ain't heard They Done Lunch. No, let's hip hop. Go listen to that song. Like, oh, I see why he mad. Now you got new people coming to the scene, learning about this song. That's more people's gonna be watching Super Bowl to hear him play it live. Like, dude, just you're gonna relive and come to Super Bowl. At least give yourself a cushion, just to don't forget about it. Go live life. Go make some music. You know, you got the nice party R&B stuff. Go make some of that. Make some for the ladies. He ain't doing that. Because you're in the street, dude. You grew up on Degrassi, on Nickelodeon. Stop it. You're not hard. You from Canada. The most hard thing y'all got over there is y'all hockey players. They gangster. But other than the hockey players, you ain't gangster like that. I've been in Toronto. It's a beautiful city. Ain't no killers walking through Toronto. Stop it. Cut it out.
Hey, the Canadian rules is totally different from here in the States.
And you can't find dirt in the alleys. It's so clean in that country, like, and that's cool. And nothing wrong with that. Stay in your lane and be you.
Hey, you just said it, everything in a nutshell, man. I really feel like you said, stick to what you know. If we go and look at your number one hitters that's been around the world, they've been the poppy songs. They've been the songs that they're going to play consecutively at the nightclubs, at the discos, some people's wedding parties. So they going to do the little dances that go along with them. You even did one video where you was giving out money to the people instead of putting the money into the, go back to doing what got you here. You know,
yourself.
You know what I'm saying? There's no need for you to step in the rim with somebody that is not your arena, man. That battling, you let one track, the back-to-back, put you in a place you thought you can go against everybody, and that Meek Mill didn't even battle you back. You might have had too much dirt on him, whatever the case. He didn't even battle you back. So
they might have been down with Baby Lord. You don't know.
Yeah.
So y'all got to stay away from that. Y'all went to the parties, man.
Oh Lord.
Stay away from Baby Lord. Stay away from that guy.
Oh Lord. Okay.
We thought, man, DD3000. I just said just hey, we know we were there, just be chill.
Oh my God.
What up, Big Joe? Say simple Drake overstayed his welcome. The public's ready for someone else to be on top.
Hey,
just
that's
like
it.
LeBron. That's true.
Hey, that's it. First of all, what up, Dojo? First of all, they said LeBron made that the theme song for the Team USA this summer.
They not like us?
They not like us. Yeah, that's your dude. You went to the Suns games and you was out there in Cali and doing all of this.
LeBron didn't know about
because I think that's the reason why. Because now we got to get into why he's big man.
Yeah, like his friend turning on.
You big man, because I'm gonna be real. Let somebody make a song, and I see Jeff, Joe, all these boys on TV dancing to it, all up in the music videos. They out there with their cats, their dogs, their wives, their kids. Everybody dancing to it. I'm like, damn, I thought that was my man. Now he in the video.
Yeah, he ain't learned. These are industry friends. They're not your friends.
Yeah. Hey, all I'm saying to you is you got to realize, dude, LeBron is from the Midwest. One thing about the people from the Midwest, we had the biggest beef when we was coming up as kids, which was Pac and Biggie. You think I stopped listening to Big because I love Pac so much? No, we right in the middle listening to both of them. And both of them was able to sit at the table of being in your top 10 rappers of all time. They and both.
Some fools could have just not let the industry or whoever was pushing that to become where they both ain't here. If they made a double album together, that thing would have sold 100 million easy.
Yeah, if somebody would have been able to be that peacemaker instead of fueling that fire during that time, and just let them be able to hash it out behind the scenes, because at that time we didn't have the social media where it is right now. So we could have easily. We had the Source magazine. We actually had TV, folks. We had BET, MTV Raps,
MTV Jams.
Yeah, we had all those things. And my thing is, during that time, it was just so much going on that some people chose a side. And, it was just, F this side, F that side. But us that was in the Midwest, a lot of us never chose a side. We actually just loved each artist for who they were.
I mean,
left it at that.
You think about it, they could put that down and did a double album, 25 songs. Everybody, hey, dog, let me get 2 seconds on that. That would have been like a Avengers album.
100%.
And we had great artists in the night. Everybody would want to be a part of that project.
100%.
I'm like, let that male ego.
Yeah, and you got to think about it. God rest their soul. They were in their 20s. I read a book from one of the former CEOs at Disney, and he said he's the reason why they ended up getting Marvel too, by the way. His last name is Iger, I-G-E-R. Yeah. He said, never let your ego or pride get in the way of making the best possible decision.
True.
So that was a real quote, a real statement. We got to take that in life, folks. This is one of those times, Drake, as Jeff said, man, you done made too much money in this game to be trying to take on people who in that arena. This is not what you do, man. Stick to what you do. This ain't a lane you want to be in. This is what we call the HOV. It's a price to be paid when you get over there in the HOV. only a few people out there can actually battle rap and hold their own and continue to go until it's a truce, But this situation, just walk away. There's plenty of countries you can go to. Mm-hmm. I can name several African countries you can go to and post up and relax for a good 2. You don't even have to put out an album for another 2 years if you don't want to. Just stick to your Toronto Raptors, go to your games, and call it a day, man.
Big Joe say divide and conquer. Hip hop has been running the charts since the start. That's true.
Yep.
And then you think about, this is one of those scenarios where, okay, you didn't realize it would get to this far. Now, me personally, I don't know why Jay-Z did Renegade, and you let Eminem be on that track with him. Come on. It's like, dude, why? You should never done that track with him, because to this day, yeah, his second verse was better, but dog, M killed every verse he was on there with. But he first did Worse to 5'9", and they were going hard. So if you ain't come with that type of energy, he gave you the track, but you took it. You left them stay on it. Did you hear what they were doing at first? The energy they brought. Because yeah, okay, Jay-Z did. You like, ooh. Did y'all hit him on the end of the game? Like, nah, go check it out. Like, ooh. You let him sell the track with you? Nah, bro. This is like one of them, like, dude, maybe you didn't realize you woke a sleeping giant. But now you realize, go rebrand yourself, cut your hair, go back to your waves. You ain't a thug, I'm sorry. I know we got this love affair with thugs, but it ain't real. Fake news. Go back to your nice clothes. Mr. Steal Your Girl and all that stuff you was on.
This dude said fake news.
It's fake news. I mean, I'm a big Tupac fan, but even that thug stuff, you talking like, dude, you ain't no thug either. You an artist. Real thugs go to jail and die. So let's be real. There are no real thugs in these streets. Unfortunately, because of them, the new generation, they really talk about murders on raps. And that's crazy. Like, y'all really rapping about killing people? That's a tape confession. Oh, they about to lock all y'all up. I bought your tape. Hi. I don't need one. I bought it. You said it for free on Fifth and Ave. You shot so-so. Come here. Read them his rights. But that's how far we knew they were lying. Mm-hmm. I mean, they meant so for judge to make some money for the family, but we knew you ain't out here thugging. Yeah, you got the baggy clothes, the Timbs. It looks sexy to the female, but you ain't no real by the definition of the word. Let's put a thinking caps on. Let's be smart for a minute. A real gangster and thug is shooting and killing people, going to jail. You ain't really that. And you making records. Come on. Now you let white executives fool you into, well, this the character you need to play. You're going to make a lot of money. So someone probably told Drake, hey, yeah, you been doing all that, but you ain't got enough for the streets. You ain't from the streets, bro. You from Toronto.
Hey,
keep making your take your girl music. Don't say, well, I'm hard. I can do it. No, you're not.
No, you bring up a good point when you say about somebody told them. This is why I always tell everybody, y'all got to stop letting too many yes men in your circle.
Y'all got to have somebody real.
You got to have somebody. You got to have somebody that's like, hey, don't do it.
That ain't you, man. Stop
it. Like it's certain artists you don't mess with like that. Like you talking about you about to battle who? No, man, don't do that, bro. Leave that alone.
Like Joe saying, we don't have to pick a side. NWA was on top the same time MC Hammer. Really having balance only helps the culture. And it gives diverse music. Someone that's dancing, someone that's the party music, someone that's this.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be thug. Right? Okay, so where's the different genres of music?
I mean, you look at the female hip hop artists right now that's really doing their thing from old girl up and coming, Detroit Diamond, Cash Doll, Glorilla. You got all of them doing their thing. They not up there talking about each other.
No.
In this time, because at the end of the day, you don't benefit tearing somebody down. Now we understand hip hop got a battling thing and that happens, but there's actually what they call ciphers. You could actually go be in a rap battle thing like DMX and Eminem was back in the days, and he lost to DMX. You could go out there and at the end of the day, you lost to DMX.
Rap Olympics 97.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, battle rappers do what battle rappers do. A lot of times, some of the best battle rappers, most people will never hear one album from them because they underground.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to those type of events or look at it online to see them in their craft. I actually went to one a few years ago, and man, it was just amazing to see how talented the people had to be able to call it off the cuff. Because sometimes they just threw out a theme. Like they'd just be like, "Okay, Jeff, this round you gotta use the 3 props we're gonna give you, and you gotta make sure you speak about it in the 2 minutes." So whatever they gave you. So you got to be creative. You had to make it make sense when you was battling the person. So they made each round, more difficult. So all I'm saying is when you in the ring, you got to wear certain ounce gloves. You got to put the tape on. You got to do everything. Don't get into this ring, man. This is a UFC style. You ain't prepared for that, bro. This ain't boxing.
And I mean, it was an opportunity because, to my knowledge, Kendrick been out for a while making nice music, but he wasn't getting crossover appeal because everybody wasn't talking about. I mean, the Black Panther album he produced. Oh, who's this guy? He doing Black Panther for Marvel? Okay. Oh, it was banging, nice, but it still wasn't no you that it do. But you battling with this dude, he come across mustard, he giving them tracks. He like a 947 just hogging up the whole airways. Like, ain't no space up here. You got to go down by the water fly. He taking the whole 40,000 up area. The plane that big. You can't even, this ain't for you, dog. I took it over. Just, all right, you got it for now. I'm going to go over here. Chill out. Regroup. Get back to myself.
Yeah.
Come back, make some music for the girls. And you good. And we turned the page like, yeah, that was like 23, 24. He got beat by so-and-so. Yeah, but dog, these new tracks is banging. Nobody talk about no more.
Hey,
but if you don't do that, it's like we're stuck in limbo. Like, well, he ain't made nothing new. He's suing the label. He doing this. So he took your creativity too. You can't, you go to the studio, you just hear him saying mustard on the beat. That's what you hear. You hear ghosts. Dog, you supposed to be like, all right, he got me. We get back here and make some music. I ain't worried about it. And if people joke, so what?
Yeah.
Man, they crucified Jesus, man. So people gonna talk about you. It'll pass over. After a while, like, okay, the joke's getting corny, dude. I mean, yeah, not like us. Move on. But if you keep throwing that flame to it, like, man, I'm listening to that thing again. Did he really say something to hurt that man's soul? He's still talking about it. Like, oh, I ain't noticed that before. Don't have people poking around, type people hang around. It wasn't one flat of stuff there, not like us on that. One nobody really poke around. Was you at Baby Oil Spot? Let's find out what you really into. Don't make them look too much at you. Get back to the music. Get back to the music.
Hey, get back.
So that's coming down the pipe when someone making a real documentary about Baby Oil and everything that happened and who truly was there, because someone's going to snitch. Trust me, whether it's next year or the year after, someone's going to really make that documentary about Diddy and so-and-so was there. I was there. Like, oh. They outed their name. It's going to happen.
Matter of time.
It's too big of a thing. I saw something where I think Tubi got something and a female, I don't know what she was. She was naming some names. So it's starting to show that dam is going to crack. But it's going to be a well-known person that everybody know, like, nah, we know they were there. So whoever they said, they ain't lying. And that's going to be the new storyline. Like, oh, you was at baby little parties, huh? Have fun? Now, I ain't trying to talk about so-and-so said you have a good time for a long time. You there for 24 hours. I'm just asking questions. The news want to know. Speak up to the camera. That's going to be the next cycle. So let us start transition to other story that's going to be storylines. You still would not let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Let's go come back on Super Bowl because
yep,
they play it. People gonna go crazy. Man, he actually played it. He said his name. That's what people want to hear. As long as you don't play it twice at the Super Bowl, you're all right. That's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay. If you say something right now, we understand. The wound is new again, but until then, there you go. Really, Joe? You could have wrapped about potatoes in one.
Hey, Joe. What's your sister that raps? Put her name on here, man, because I know she hard too. This dude, Joe,
Joe used to be so quiet when I met my brother in 6th grade. He became a military thug. For real.
Hey, man.
Real life G.I.
Yeah,
Joe.
explicit lyric. Yep. Explicit lyric. Yep.
I have heard some music. She go hard.
Yeah. You
And
need to interview her.
I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah. Set it up, Joe. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Bring this next topic in, because I've been waiting on this one. I'm like Kendrick in the booth on this.
Now,
Let's go.
The next topic of the show is 2024 masculinity. Now, I came across a clip of the hit relationship show Tonight's the Conversation, and a lady was asking about her man was laying on the bed. She was going down on him, and he proceeded to put his legs up in the air. Of course, all the men on the show were like, whoa, what the? He want to put his legs on your shoulder? What's really going on? And he wanted her to go down further. So that gave us for a fun topic. I try to get a female on the show to give a better understanding of what's fair masculinity to women today in dealing with a man sexually. To me, I don't care if you call me toxic. A man should be a man. I mean, you put your feet up in the air, bro. That's doing a little too much. That's a bridge too far. And you laying on the bed like, what you want to do something else strange to you, brother? That's your business, but that's just a little bridge too far to me, masculine wise. Your take, Rome?
Jeff.
And Joe said when everybody hated Jordan for pulling back,
Yep. You know, my take on what you're talking about with that particular topic is masculinity in the millennial years, especially, looks like the last 10 years. The last 10 years has been quite interesting. All you got to do is keep your ears to the podcast, keep your ears to the radio, the streaming things, the TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we in the day and time now where the women are way more vocal about what they do in the bedroom, out in public.
Yeah.
When we was coming up in school, man, if a girl was doing anything from oral sex, whatever her freak level was, they kept that to themselves.
Yeah.
And for the young ladies that had tapes to leak out at that time, because that was back when we had VHS,
mm-hmm.
You felt bad for the young ladies, but it was a discretion thing with that individual or those individuals,
mm-hmm.
and those tapes leaked out. We're living in a day and time now, man. I'm sorry. Men and women, you have to ask the young lady at some point before you say boyfriend, girlfriend, before you say fiance, will you marry me? Know the young lady's freak level. And I know people can lie. They may not tell you everything because some people want to be holier than thou when they get ready to say I do. You might refrain and hold back on some things, but you're doing yourself a disservice when it comes to a real monogamous relationship, whether you're marrying a life partner, whatever your situation is. Because if you used to pegging a dude in the bedroom, all these other exotic things that's going on right now.
Okay.
I need to know what you into, because I need to be able to raise my hand and say, hey, that ain't like, hey, they not like us. I'm not like you. I got to be able to walk away early. I got to take my L early. Hey, I'd rather throw my white flag in early and tell you what I'm into and what I'm not into.
Okay.
Because what happened is, because like I said, we're living in a vocal culture today.
Yeah.
The young ladies will go on Facebook. The young ladies will go on TikTok. The young ladies will go on IG and they'll air it all out. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time if you did the girl wrong, she aired it out maybe in front of your locker at school, in front of your house, in front of your boys, and we sitting on your car in the summer day. Now it's out there for everybody to see. Now your video going viral of the girl going off on you or putting hands on you. Because, you know, we from the Midwest. Some of the girls put hands on you, man.
Yeah.
They will put some hands on you.
Keep your hands to yourself, everybody, but yeah.
So you got to know what your freak. And I think for me, Jeff, any of the young ladies you seen me date that you knew of and was aware of, they'll tell you, I always was real upfront about what I'm into, what I enjoy, what I like, what I don't like, and you got some no-nos. You got to have your no-nos, whatever that is.
You don't come on like the safe word type.
Hey, Jeff. I'm saying to you is, if you go sit at the bar, man, me and you, next time I come up there, man, we gonna go to whatever the hottest sports bar is up there. I don't care if it's Floods. We can go to casino. All we got to do is sit at that bar for 2 hours. The conversations that we're going to have with the people coming in there, men, women, everybody, you're going to be like, what the hell did I just listen to?
Man, look here, bro. When I was a custodian at Jolly Old Wayne, it was an adventure on the two just going to get somebody trash. You come in, hey, how you doing? You pour the trash and keep it moving. Can I ask you a question? Your relationship with me? Yeah, what's up? I'm thinking something simple. And then you hear, do I got Jay Classified to be hearing this for you? But I really want to know is, you know, we were doing a threesome and he totally forgot about me. I'm supposed to answer this. Were you cool with the threesome? Yeah. Okay. Who asked the question? Who initiated? Well, he did. Did y'all agree on the person? Well, he brought someone. I'm like, you asking them? I'm giving the game away. Hey, he wanted to do something to that person, but he didn't want to cheat, so he wanted to get your approval. Because any smart man knows if you're going to be doing them type of things, you got to make sure the main one is taken care of in that scenario, so they don't feel any type of way. But he's a greedy dude, so he didn't really care. Like, he wanted to get down and cheat with your blessing, so that's why you were just the third wheel there. He may have known the person already, so you might need some investigation. She did find out what it was. You can keep dealing with the person now, but sometimes you might go down that road and it might not be where you thought you was going. Because when you start doing 50 Shades and everything, you might not realize, oh, this dude or this lady like to get it in. We work with a cat like, I get it in. Like, okay, big homie, you get it in. And now you go to shows. Like, I learned they had shows in Detroit. They have shows. Like, yeah, they have shows, close the doors. And like, I thought we was like a little conservative, worked hard. I ain't know we got down like Vegas. Like, yeah, Jeff, you like, hey, I don't be at them places. I don't know. So I learned a lot in that 20-minute conversation. Like, wow. Okay. But I understand because people want to find the answer because they're concerned with this don't make sense. We had this plan, but when we got to it, it went south. Like, he hustled. I mean, it was a diabolical hustle. I had to give it to him. Like, that's cheating without cheating. I know, damn, that's creative. But you should attend to your mate if y'all gonna be doing that. I mean, that's just smart business. And so, like you say, if you're gonna start doing the freaky icky, I didn't write down what the ground rules are. I know some females I ain't really with a threesome because no, you kissed her twice more than me was a problem. Like, y'all might not do that because you're gonna have those conversations, ground rules. But some people think they down for that life, and that's a different thing. It's a different animal.
Hey, I always say, you know, that's the reason why you gotta have them conversations up front, especially when you see y'all on date 5, 6, 7. You know it's growing into something. You gotta have some real conversations about
what's your appetites, what's your interests.
Yeah, what your interests are. Um, you know, pretty much at some point, if you dating the right one, they'll ask you, "What's your biggest fantasy?" You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that where women want to know, like, what is he into? Like, what is his fantasy? Is this something that I can fulfill, or not? Type
And
of thing.
some people don't be honest. They're like, well, I don't know if they're gonna be down. Like, you got to be honest in those moments, truly, because most people are going to do it anyway if that's what they really desire.
Hey,
and your mate ain't down, you're going to go find it because somehow life going to put that person like, I would love to just go to the parking lot, get bent over, and just get after it. Like, man, that's the type of chick I'm looking for. Hell yeah, let's go. And you doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. Because you don't want to have that conversation with your girl because she's just a goody. I don't want, but that's what you really want. She might be down, but you ain't being totally honest.
Hey, that what you just brought up is a good point. When it comes to the whole sexual topic, when you in a relationship and it's supposed to be monogamous, if she's into women and she don't tell you she's into women, like, hey, every now and again I want to bring somebody in, it's she got to bring that up. It's like
that's
you don't want
that
to
matters too.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be hit by surprise, like, because you might end up dating her and then, let's say, a year and a half, you like, hey, this the one, I'm about to throw the ring on her. But you starting to notice, like, hey, when I go out, man, she really be like, hey, look at her right there. She got a nice body. I'm about to go talk to her. You looking like, whoa, wait a minute. What you mean you about to go talk to her?
Yeah. Or she always wanted this shit a threesome, man. She keep bringing like, and she always want to keep bringing somebody in. Like, did you have these conversations?
Yeah, you gotta
Go
have real talk. I always tell everybody, besides finances, besides checking on people's mental health, but besides checking on their emotional past, if there's any traumas, things of that nature, their physical health. Once you get past all of that, spiritual, what they believe in, what they don't believe in, you got to talk about the sexuality. And as men, you only can be real. It'll benefit you to just be real. If you know it's hard for you to just date one woman, you need to just be like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. We can be life partners and we can have an open relationship. This is why, and explain why you want that open relationship.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Because
give them an option.
You got to give women the option to either opt in or opt out. And that's really what it boils down to. You giving that young lady, no matter what her spiritual beliefs are, but everybody has their own personal I can, I will, and I don't, and I will never. They have those things. And so just like I always tell people, like, matter of fact, we heard Terry say that. Shout out to Terry. Terry said it on here one time. Once she puts you in the friend zone, you will never be considered to date once you're in that friend zone with her. And it's a lot of women that thinks like that. So my thing is, if you be real with the young lady up front, she may not make you her man. You might be in the friend zone. Y'all can hang out. You can go be invited to the cookouts, go to concerts, but you just won't be the dating figure person for that individual.
Well, depending on what your purpose is, some patience, the right moment, you will get there.
Yeah, hey, certain people, the friend thing. Some people put you in the friend because it's a season during that time frame. Too young, immature. You get a little older, things happen. We get it. It's a percentage out there, but when it comes to this thing, what we're talking about tonight, it's all about just being real. And so I won't necessarily say that I judge these individuals for what's going on. Because my thing is, what I see a lot of times is the women want the dude to be real, but then when he tell you all of those different things that he's into, either you use it to demasculate the man, or you put him on blast type of thing. And I think that's the reason why some people withhold information on both sides, the women and the men, because they're afraid that, because like I said, we're in a culture, man, where everybody's taking things to social media.
Yeah, and I mean, in this media world today, you have to be comfortable in your authentic truth, whatever that is, because someone's going to come across you and might film you, and it's wrong without your consent. But you can be asleep. Oh, my baby sleep, and you might sleep with a teddy bear. Now you had a childhood trauma, that teddy bear got you through. You still sleep with it. But she put it out there. Hey man, you see this old boo that she got so sucking down, hugging on something, got a teddy bear, what up, dog? Like, I mean, people saw this video. Why you put that out there? Now people clowning you because they don't know that's been your trauma helper, like a dog. Just an example, people. But she thinks she's doing something cute, and that's my man sucking the stomach with his tail like this old sucker dog. That's my dog. Oh, I gotta clown him now. And that shame ain't always cool because your boy, but if they don't know where they really come from, they might be harming you. Cause that you in your privacy and they trying to be relationship, Instagram, whatever goes, which is stupid. It ain't real, it's fake news. A lot of people got problems they ain't telling you about. Let that man or woman be. Ask first, because they might not want people to know them like that out there. And anything can go viral like that. Now, why you sleep with a teddy bear? They don't want to tell you what happened to them in the past and that helped them get through. It ain't your business. But because you put it out there, now people want to know. And that could be damaging. Trying to be cute.
Hey, you bring up a good point right there with like I said, talk about your emotional past traumas and things like that. Once you be real with a person up front, I would say men and women that's mature, they won't use the things that you telling them against you. Especially when I call it dating with a purpose. When you're dating to marry, dating to have a life partner, whatever you believe in, dating, having an open relationship, whatever that may be, the communication has to be on, a high level, because you're talking about you want an open relationship, you got to be honest. There has to be some honesty, in that thing. So you don't want to go out there like you was just saying. You use that as an example. You don't want to belittle and basically make the person feel bad because of whatever, because that was that person's comfort zone during that time frame. And even though that person's a grown man, you expect that person to, he shouldn't have that bear, but maybe that might be, the one thing he used that you could say is a feminine side, but everything else he does for you is masculine. He fixes your car, or oil change, the brakes done whenever you need. You don't have to, pay for many things. So a lot of times I think people just have to use a level of wisdom when it comes to those things, because you don't want to, you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to hurt the woman, and you don't want to hurt the man. Because I think sometimes women don't think men have feelings. They just think they can just say whatever.
Oh no, we're Terminator. We don't have a heart. We're a robot. But I want your emotional intelligence. What the hell you just say? You want me to walk out here like I'm Too Tough Tony, slapping everybody. Nothing affects me. But I want to know your sensitive side. You can't just transform like okay. When I was 5, I ain't get a toy, so I've been hurt. You ain't doing that if you Tough Tony all the time.
Yeah.
You can't take that off like water. That's hard. Most dudes try to be thugs because females want. I want Tupac with a degree, which is fake news. He wasn't even a thug, but he carried that persona, and most women want that, even the good girl. So a dude have to figure out how can I find a balance of Boys to Men and Tupac. So I got that Jodeci appeal where I come off tough to her, but I got to make sure I find a way to be a little soft because at some point, well, he don't open up to me. Can't have both ways. You want a thug or you want a man. Now, a man has a lot of emotion because he's a person. That's a different conversation. But if you think we're Terminator, no, he ain't got no about that. He ain't gonna never open up because half of y'all get on social media. Oh, this old sucker crying to me because his mom never hugged him. Wow, you put that out there for the world to hear? But you want him to be tough Tony all day. Now he finally opened up and now he chastising him for the world. I thought I had a man. He thought he had a partner. That's probably why he always tough Tony, because no one ever showed him you can be a person. You have emotions. There's a way to let those out responsibly so you ain't out here being a problem to the community. Because as Pac said, thug life, the hate you give a little infant fucks everybody.
Yeah.
So if they didn't have a healthy upbringing and could let their emotions come out the right way, they're going to take it out some form. And it ain't always good in our community. I love this thug dude. Okay, you slapped him upside the head. Ain't gonna feel that good.
Yeah, I always tell people when you dating somebody, don't say I do to that person until you see that person get mad and what they do when they're mad.
Yep.
Because as a woman, you want to know what that man's trigger is. Because I always tell women, men's jealousies are different. And some dudes, they date outside their league all the time. They go out there and try to get the baddest one, but yet they know they can't handle dudes coming up to their girl, talking to her, and all of that. And it's like, man, dude, that ain't gonna work, man. Like, you can't get a bad one and don't think people not gonna come up and try to talk to her, because it's her job to say, hey, I have a husband, I have a man, I'm not interested in the person, keep it moving. But
man, you met a girl from Yaktown?
Oh yeah.
6 foot, 230, baddie. Took her on a date back in the day. I already knew it was gonna happen. I'm like, hey, don't be shocked if somebody get disrespectful and go to the bathroom. Huh? Like, and she was dressed sexy conservative, but she was a baddie. Like, I already know what it's gonna be. Go to the bathroom, come back. Man, two dudes try to talk to me like, I know who I'm with. I'm just sitting here thinking, do I gotta haul off and knock the hell out of somebody when I come back? Because if you hear, you disrespectful. Okay, I ain't here. Dudes don't care. You ain't my boy. Hey, I was that dude. You weren't my boy. Hey, what's your name, beautiful? I get it. But when I come back, you better fall back. And she laughed like, nah, they just left. Like, yeah, I can feel them looking at you. You bad. A guy know. If you didn't been taught this from an uncle, if you dating a beautiful woman, when you go out with her, all the hounds in the room looking, bro. You go to the bathroom, some gonna be brave enough to walk over there. Hopefully they smart enough to walk away when you come back. But they're gonna try to see, is she here for a long time or a good time or just for 2 minutes with you?
Yeah.
They're gonna try it. A lot of dudes don't care that, hey, it was eat or be eaten. You shouldn't brought her out. Okay. Now you get mollywop. You should have stayed at your table.
Hey, you know what's funny is I always tell everybody that you got to, as a man, and even women, you got to know what your jealousies are, because you got to know how to control your jealousy when you out in public in certain situations, because some of that emotional intelligence that women talking about, the proper way of emotional intelligence is you can't crash out on every single thing.
Mm.
You can't be a hothead crashing out on every single situation, because dude, when you get a baddie, and I'm gonna say a baddie, like, everybody's bad definition of bad is different. Some people baddie is just 10 or more. But what I'm telling you is, as a man, you can have you a 7. If you got what somebody, average person say, oh, she a 7, oh, she a 7.5, she a 8, she a 9, whatever. Somebody's gonna come up and talk to your girl. He just said, I haven't heard Thug Life acronym forever.
He put some up.
Yeah.
Yeah, even now, yeah, you're right. Unless you're a housewife, they gonna say something to her because she a woman.
Yeah.
She look cute.
Yeah, bro. Hey, Joe, you speaking facts there, man. It's and I'm gonna just say, me, I've always liked when dudes talk. I remember one time I was downtown with a young lady I was dating. One used to do your hair, Jeff.
Okay.
And I was downtown with her one time. It was an older cat. My man had to be, because we was in our 20s. My man had to be easily 50, I would say. Dude was just like, that was the first time I ever had somebody like right in front of you, just like, but dude wasn't disrespectful. He was just like, hey man, you got your winner. Man, she reminded me of my somebody said first person he went to prom with, whoever it was, first girl. So I was looking at like, okay, man, because I was respecting him because he was older, but I'm looking like, dog, get the hell on, man. Like I could take the compliment so much, and she looking like, yeah, okay, but she walking away from him. She coming closer to my side, like, hey, get your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, oh hell. So he walked off respectfully, but what if that was my jealousy, and I would have crashed out in that moment? Not only am I crashing out, I could potentially lose her just for having. You know what I'm saying? Just for having that hot temper like that. And I'm talking about when you black out, you done plummeled the dude, beat the dude brains out. Now you got a case coming up for no reason. Something you could have prevented. So I always say, man, you just got to know, like what you did. You came back, you had you a winner because she told you about the 2 young men that came up. She like, 2 men came. That's what I always notice. You got you a keeper when they tell you the dudes that's coming up or what happened throughout their day. Like, hey, I went to the gas station today. I went to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. Came up, blah, blah, blah. But you gotta know what you got, man. Because you get you a baddie, people gonna talk. Like Joe just said, unless you got a housewife that don't come out, they're gonna be talking. They're gonna talk to her. You might walk up. Y'all might be at the grocery store together. She down in aisle 12. You over in aisle 20. When you come up, it might be a dude talking to her right there. What you gonna do? Crash out? Because it's up to her to tell the man, like, hey, I got a dude, I'm happy, keep it moving. And my man going to have to keep it moving.
And you could have scenarios where you wasn't entertaining that too much. What the hell your problem? I ain't see like, shoot, leave me alone. You sitting here listening too much. So you want to tell me? You might have those scenarios too. Like, okay, maybe we need to rethink this because I should have saw more. No, leave me alone. Thanks. Bye. You listening, you like what you hear. And if you come across some scenarios, it's a 1 billion+ planet women out here, bro. 1 billion+ out here.
Excuse me.
Because if it was reversed,
yeah,
you'd be upset. Like, you want to tell that female I got a girl thing, no thing. Why she in your face too long? It'd be the same way if it was the other way around. So if you with someone, hey, thanks, appreciate it, but I want someone, leave me alone. Go. You always gotta play chess, not checkers, because ain't no women in prison, and I love women.
Yeah,
ain't none in prison.
Yeah,
a lot of baby oil type stuff up in there. Ain't none what you want. Ain't none that you want up in there. Yeah, read me the alphabet. Just be around me, damn, with your fast self. I don't want none of that.
That boy bringing up the Diddy 3000 scenes.
So don't put me in them scenarios.
Hey, no, you know what's funny is whenever I date a young lady, I always tell them the same thing. I say, never put me in a position to where you feel like I should have handled things differently. And I said, because one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to put us in a situation where we're jeopardizing our lives, number one. And then number two, I'm not going to put us in a situation where it's going to cost me my freedom based off of you telling me I should have did X, Y, and Z. And I give them a scenario. I say we get pulled over by the police. I don't need you to say one word unless that officer is asking you something specifically about whatever. Let me see your ID or whatever. But I don't need you to get animated. I don't need you to get any of that stuff because I don't need you to escalate the situation. I need to de-escalate the situation. I said, because if he's telling me we got pulled over for me running a red light, I was speeding, let me handle it because just give me my speeding ticket. Let's keep it moving. I don't need you adding to
this. The show come with the heat. We not ready to big, yeah.
Hey. No, yeah. hey, I'm telling you, man, you got that's what I'm talking about, those real conversations up front. I have to have that conversation with you because if I see you put me in a situation that could have been handled differently and you put our lives at jeopardy, whether it's me getting locked up, whether it's me being in a situation where we could have both got killed, off of the way that you was responding, you can best believe our relationship won't last long based off of that. Because you talk about emotional intelligence, that's emotional stupidity, the way you operate. And you're not gonna be with me operating like that.
And speaking on the police thing, I know Charleston White had a video where he had said you get pulled over, had your dome light on, hand on steering wheel, or your windows down. I asked a sheriff friend of mine, and he confirmed that will give the cop that pulled you over a little sigh of relief. Okay, ain't nothing funny going on. I can see everything in the car. They're still gonna come to the car cautious because you could be on that bull job. But doing them things, showing them you try to make this good night for everybody get in, get out. Because the one thing we try to do is see what's in the car if your windows up. If all your windows down, dome light on, hands on steering wheel, everybody in the car got their hands, they can be seen. Okay, this ain't a crazy situation I'm walking up on. You know, just tip for anybody get pulled over.
Hey, no, that's words to the wise, man. I know, folks. We're not trying to say every cop is good cops. You know, we understand that there's some people out there they just gonna basically use and abuse their power. But it's up to us to de-escalate the situation. You want to get home just like they're trying to get home, and so like Jeff just said, I always tell everybody, I don't care if the kid is 21. I'm saying yes, sir, no, sir. Whatever. Because like I said, it's only going to be, for me, it's only going to be 3 reasons you pulling me over. Either I'm driving in the wrong neighborhood, driving while black. The second reason is going to be speeding. And the third reason is you did a rolling stop at a stop sign or something like that. So those are going to be the 3 reasons. So if you pull me over for the stop sign, you pull me over for speeding, my thing is I'm trying to de-escalate that thing.
Yeah, man, Joe, we had a situation that was.
Yeah, you said it on here a couple times. I remember you said it on here, and what Joe, being hyped when he came back home and everything from the. So, but see that you was able to de-escalate that situation the right way, and then got my man to take his hand off the gun, and so it's just like a lot of times. I said it on here. I tell people the analogy of me personally, I'd never be a zookeeper. But if I was going to be a zookeeper, I would make sure I take the proper training of what to do whenever I'm in the lion's cage versus the gorillas versus the giraffes, the zebras. I would know how to handle whichever animals that I'm doing because I don't want things to go left. I feel like when you're an officer, if you're going to be policing people who doesn't look like you, they may come from different backgrounds, they come from different things. If you have that level of fear before you even encounter an individual, it might not be the profession for you Because
go police your own. Go work out there.
Exactly. My thing is even your own, because like Michigan is a state where it's a lot of segregated cities. You might go to some areas that's 95% white. And just because I'm passing through that city doesn't give you the right to treat me differently based on the color of my skin. So my thing is, if you never encountered somebody like me who hasn't been locked up, so what they don't know is I learned all the codes. You know how the police call that code in? They'll say 92 this, blah, blah, blah. I learned all the codes. So when they say that, I say, hey, sir, with all due respect, you wasted your time, man. I remember I got pulled over in Tennessee, and the officer said to me, he said, hey, if I called the K9, I wouldn't find any large amounts of drug or currency with her. I said, listen, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, if you can call the K9, the B9, the C9, you're going to be wasting your time and mine. I said, I just told you, I'm just trying to get back home. Man, he busted up laughing just like you did. He laughed. He said, Mr. Griffin, you know what? He said, I'm going to be honest with you. You was doing 92. He said, but I'm going to put 79 on here so you don't get any points. And he said, this is how much the ticket is. He said, if you want to show up at court, I said, dude, I'm not coming up at court. I was guilty. You just told me I was doing 92. You already did me a favor, so I don't get any points. What I look like arguing with you and trying to appeal? I sent the money off 115. Soon as they sent it in the mail, I sent it right off because I knew I was in the wrong, and it was a friendly encounter. It was late night, but I knew I was in the wrong, but it was a respectable thing. I'm like, look, don't waste your time sending them K9s and all that.
I had an asshole driving my black, pulled me over. This when I was working at Wayne and a student. I think I still have my baby Luxury, my Mustang. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, man, it don't take no 20 minutes to run my stuff. Dude, bring your ass back over here. You're going to see Wayne State custodian, college student. And then I look through the window, he got his foot out like, so you think you scaring me because you sitting back there? You can whack off all I give a damn. You ain't going to find nothing about me because ain't no women in prison, homie. They ain't got nothing I want, so bring your ass. Give my ticket so I can go. I was getting more upset. Like, this dude really just sitting back there chilling like, I'm going to make him sweat. You ain't going to pull up on me, bro. Custodian. They pay for college. Nothing but Wayne State on my thing. So why you sitting back there? He said for 30 minutes. But, I just had to run what I was custodian working Wayne. Dude, stop playing with me. I want to slap the hell out of you, honestly, because you're wasting my time. Mm-hmm. I've been respectful. I showed you the proper respect, and you sit up here playing. I guess you bored. You think, I'm going to make him sweat, baby. Ain't nothing in the car. No, you cannot say you have a warrant, sir. No, I know, right. I want to be a lawyer. I want to say, hey, you ain't got nothing on me but custodian and a college student. Do I got a ticket? Well, you really weren't driving that fast. So really, like, Lord, I would love to snatch his spine out of his body because this dude just really just wasting my damn time because I'm black. You ain't give me no ticket, but for almost an hour, you just want to make me sweat because you're the cop. And I got to eat this bull jive because you got the power. If I become that, they're aggressive. You can shoot me dead and ain't nobody going to argue like, good shoot. I was pissed the rest of the night like this dude really just wasted my damn time because you had the power to do it.
Yeah, that's that. Hey, I know exactly what you're talking
like, it's somebody committing a crime, but you bugging me just to make me sweat.
Hey, I know exactly what you're talking about. But see, that's why you got to keep your cool in those situations because you got to do the opposite of what they want. That's just like my dad taught me this when I was real young. I was about 5. When you go across the border to Canada, I don't care if you go to bridge or the tunnel. He said, don't go over there deep, basically don't go, four black men in the vehicle. Don't do all that. He's just like, you can go if it's your girlfriend, your kids, but he said, don't go with all your friends, your boys hanging out. And everything he said was true as I grew older and was able to drive. And he said, no matter how many questions they ask you, always remain calm. And he said, respond, when they say, what's your citizenship? You say U.S., American, whatever you're going to do. Boom. Keep going down the line. And you just keep it simple. And I remember one time I did go over there 4 deep, unlike what my dad told me. And man, you talking about being grilled. I mean, we got grilled to the T. And I was the driver. I told everybody how to, respond, react, don't speak unless spoken to. And the dude just kept repeating the same question, like, what's your citizenship? What are you coming over here for? What's your citizenship? What you come? And just wanted to piss me off so I could be like, man, what the fuck? I'm talking about dude did that about 20 times, wasted time. And I already knew what was coming. I was like, man, I said, you see he taking so long right now? I said, dude, somebody got something on their record. We about to have to get called over there to the office. Sure enough, we got called to the office. We went in there. My man said, leave your phones in the car. And they cut off all communication. Canada you can't use your phones or nothing. So I'm sitting there like, dang, like what's going on? Come to find out, one of the guys with me had a DUI from 7 years ago. And they, I guess it doesn't, it shows up in their system until you hit that 10th year. Once it's 10 years or more, it doesn't show up in their system. But if it's less than 10 years, that DUI shows up in their system. So I was asking him, like, what does that matter if he's not even driving?
Yeah.
They don't. And the lady told me, she said, well, our law is we have the power to say if we feel like somebody can be trouble pretty much. So I was looking like, come on, man.
He ain't got no hands on the wheel, and
you ain't even driving.
You just making that up at that point.
So basically they did all of that just to turn us back around and go back to Detroit, and then you got to go on the Detroit side and get checked and everything. So I always tell everybody, man, you gotta talk about emotional intelligence. That's what I mean. You got to know how to stay level-headed, but never go, fellas. Do not go to Canada 4 deep. Take 2 different cars and go separate lanes so they won't even know that y'all together.
Now we got to put that up there.
Let me see. What do you say?
Oh, my bad. When we had got pulled over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That up there.
Put your hands on the dash, yeah.
Yeah, I never had too many issues over there. Only issue I had in Canada, me and Big Gully had hung out one night, and one thing, we went to a Don Cherry spot and then a Cooley weekend. Like, man, I ain't come over to see y'all people. What the hell? Can't escape y'all. Man left his keys in the car, and I'm like, damn, it's 3:00 in the morning. My brother's an asshole. I'm not gonna call one of them. Like, man, you got a clothes hanger? We went to the duty spot. Y'all got a clothes hanger? I mean, I can get into the car, but we just gotta go home. I really shouldn't do that. I'm like, look, lady, I gotta get to your country. I done walked your damn alleys for an hour. I couldn't find one. Y'all clean as hell over here. She gave me one, like, I'm just getting in our car. We're going home. Here's for ID. We ain't no troublemakers. Just trying to get to the crib. I ain't calling my people 3:00 in the morning and hear this bull jab like, we gotta come get you from Canada. No, I'm not having a conversation. I'm not a criminal, but I knew people. So we get to the car. I know how to do the thing. 2-second boot, bam, let's go, man. It's our damn car. He like, Jeff, never done it before, but photograph memory. I've seen how it was done. Ain't hard. Just get the window, just pull the window back a little bit for you, boy. We're gonna get in there. Because I ain't calling nobody. I didn't want to call the squad. They don't like, that's 3:00. I gotta come to Canada, Jeff. I don't want no one had that in their voice like, damn, you my man, but damn, Canada? I don't hear nope. We got here, we're gonna get home. They were laughed about like, yeah, this is one of them creep missions, G classified.
So what time did y'all end up making it home?
I got home by 4.
Okay.
Because it took me a second to do it, but
yeah, because you got every car is different. You got to, well, I won't say that. But I used to work at, the reason I know this is because I used to work for the parking company for a living. Yeah. I used to have to do that for a living. Because you would be amazed at how many people that worked at the Renaissance Center that would leave their car. This back in the days, it ain't like the new cars now.
I believe it.
You know, they would leave their keys in the car all the time. And that one summer that I worked there, man, you would have to do that. And I'm talking about the best cars to the cars.
Now I worked at Riverside Ford late 90s on Jefferson. We had a Slim Jim. That was like a normal thing. Customers were like, "Hey Jeff, go get that thing of the car." I'm like, "What the hell am I supposed to do with this?" They laughing like, "You a nerd. Like, what is this? You ain't never broke to a car?" Like, no. Ain't no women in prison. I ain't messing with that. Like, yeah. That's every time we come out of my mouth. Ain't no women in prison. What you talking about? Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't stealing no candy from the store. Hell no. How do you do it? So you showed me how you do it. Okay. So I got good where I can run do in 2 seconds, get them out. Now we weren't supposed to help out serving. They be set tripping. But sometimes they had an issue like, man, okay, I can't. Don't let anybody know I helped you out. I don't know what they beefing for, but y'all new car, used car service, all y'all set tripping. We're on the same day. I'm like, I don't get it. But you're right. People would do that a lot back then. Now everything's so computerized. I don't know if that still works.
Yeah, because like my truck, if I leave the keys in there, I'm just shutting the door to get something out the back. It'll beep twice. Like, hey, your keys in here.
Mm-hmm.
It won't even lock, just because it realizes the keys is still in the truck.
Now, in fact, I did do it recently. My last job before they laid me off. My work had her keys in the car. She couldn't get them out, but she had one. I'm like, you can. This is a different angle, but it still should be the similar thing. Once you get the thing on it and got it open. So I'm like, okay, I need to get in this building, get to work. I ain't got all day for this. Dearborn police driver, I don't want them looking at me crazy. But sometimes they don't want to do it themselves. Like, nah, is this your car? Oh my God, I won't. Dude, we really gonna call you to? Who's gonna do that? They use some intelligence. Who's gonna call you to help them break into a car? They ain't crazy.
Yeah.
No, this is my car. So we took care of it, but Gully man, we had a few creep missions, man. Summer '98.
Hey, all day Gully. Hey, no, man, that's real situations, man. Because when you go in other countries, it's always different rules.
Oh man.
And so you don't want any trouble in a lot of these countries because you get into trouble as an American. Like Canada, you could be locked up for a week before you even able to call one time.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what y'all doing? Y'all putting out missing person report and everything, and don't even know I'm over here locked up for a week. And then they say, "Oh, you can call home now." Like, come on, man.
And crazy part, that day the older lady early in 2000s went over there for a dinner date early in the day. That was like the first time I saw what it looked like during the daytime. Because every time we went over there, it was nighttime. I'm like, oh, they got all this over here? He's like, why you saying it like, man, me and the squad fall through, it's nighttime.
Yeah. Windsor look totally different during the day than it is.
Man, I thought it was in a whole different spotlight.
Yeah.
Wow, they got all this really nice.
I don't know if they still got that rib and barbecue place that was over there.
I don't know. Man, I ain't been to Canada since 9/11, honestly.
Okay.
So they started really being jerks with people.
I've been since 9/11. I went over there to do how we got the what's the boat? Jack, what is it called? Jack something.
Oh, that Diamond Jack?
Yeah, Diamond Jack. We got the Diamond Jack. They got something else on their side. So I did the Canadian one time.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know they had one.
Y'all got a young lady out there. Do something different, fellas. Take her to do something different. Especially if she don't have anything against Canada. Take her to do something different.
Yeah, because for us, we kind of get bored with it, but it is cool to know you downtown Riverport and you looking at a whole nother country.
Right.
But you stay in the D, to us, like, yeah, that's Canada. But other people are like, oh my God, that's Canada's a whole nother country. Like, yeah, it's nice. It was nice back in the day. $7 pitcher brew, go to Music Cafe, Don Cherry's on the spot. It was a good time back then. Now, no.
Yeah, I don't know what they got over there right now. I just remember that Don Cherry's was $1 to get in. I ain't never been to a nightclub in my lifetime for no $1.
Man, I remember that time. I think it's the night me and Randy went. Damn, everybody in the honors program was over there that night. I was cracking up like, Randy, did you see so? Yeah, I just read this. Like, man, like, dog, is this a damn 96 reunion over here? What the?
No, you got that's the funny thing about being from the D is that people want something different. You get tired of the same. You know, we used to go to Legends all the time. We used to go to, what was this spot off of Boulevard?
What, Grand Quarters?
Grand Quarters. We used to hit all them different little spots. Then when floods took off, then when they first started bringing the casinos, it's like after a while you get tired of just the same. Because you know, like when you really from the D, people think driving an hour is far. So like people not driving to the Flints. They not driving to
nah, man.
They not driving to Grand Rapids. You know, because Grand Rapids coming from the D, it's gonna take you at least an hour and a half to hour and 45 to get over there.
Man, I went to Flint for a girl to do my what was the hair? Was it twist I had my hair back in the day?
Yeah, the twist.
Yeah, twist.
Yeah.
Man, I was a little dry. Come back like I look sweet, but damn. They go visit Drake. Toronto is a beautiful. We did have a miss with all the fellas.
Hey, Joe. I got a story. We got to talk about that off camera, man. Because Jeff called himself being slick that night, man. So Joe, we I ain't gonna tell the whole story. I'm just give you a clip of so you can I'll give you the appetizer. We said, Jeff, tomorrow we're gonna go to Chicago and Toronto based on the weather, and we leaving at this time. Everybody knew what time we was leaving. We sleeping. I hear some tiptoeing about 2. I'm like, wait a minute. I know this dude right here is not leaving. When I just told him we leaving at 5 in the morning. Like, where are you going? There's no emergency. Because it wasn't, I didn't hear him crying. I didn't hear none of that. I hear him on the phone. Okay, yeah, I'll be there to pick you up. This, and then I'm like, whoa, time out. I know this man didn't just say he going to pick somebody up. And we leave it at 5. So I was sitting there like, I know this dude. So then he tiptoes back in there at like 4:15, like nothing happened. And I'm like,
yeah. And I went to the casino to pick up a friend. They hit. And they hit well because she gave me like $300. So I'm like, damn, I got as much bread in my pocket. All right, I don't mind. And that's so beautiful woman. That's a win for your boy. But it was just one of them like, damn, now Jerome going, no, like, ain't no telling what Jeff be doing because ain't nobody was in the basement here. I tell you, I was upstate. Y'all down like that. He there. Damn, your ass would call. It's like, trust me, I got you on gas. Ain't y'all going to so-and-so in the morning too? Boy, you gonna be good. I'm like, that don't sound like no $30 type talk. That sound like some bread. Shit, I'm curious. But like, shit. He sleep. I think Jerome podcast sleep. But he been staring at me for a minute, so I don't know. I just got phone with the one I was really talking to. And you like, phone that was in the homie. Tiptoe out. Of course, mom like, where you going? I'm going to make a run, be right back. Okay. Close it up gently. Then I had my Cavalier. It started up quiet. Do the thing. And the whole time it's like, so y'all gonna have fun. Y'all go to Toronto. Everybody there, I'm like, and it dawned on her then. She had a great laugh. Like, y'all in the basement sleep, ain't they? Like, yeah, mother. You think anybody knew you left? I don't know. Jerome ass maybe. Everybody seemed like they was asleep. Mom always gonna hear that though. Well, you got 300. Like, yeah, I got 300, but I'm CIA. I don't want anybody to know, like, so what did Jeff do during the night? He like Batman for be out in these streets. Nobody won't know that about your boy. Hey, nobody won't know what I do.
Hey, no, that was funny because when it was time to get up, I hear you over there snoring. Like, wait a minute. I'm like, everybody, because you know how like normally everybody just get dressed and you ain't got to wake them up.
Yeah, I think one of y'all had the draft. Like y'all started.
Yeah, no. Hey, that's what I told her. I said, hey, we go. We let PJ drive going. Cause initially.
No, we wound up going to Toronto that day.
No, so Joe, what happened was it was raining in both cities. It was raining in Chicago and it was raining in Toronto. So I told them, we ain't never been to Toronto. We can go to Chicago anytime.
Yep.
So we ended up driving. So Jeff was like, because Jeff had just recently got that Cavalier, so he really wasn't trying to get the keys to just anybody. He looking like, no, I'm good. No. He was like, no, I'm good, man. No. So then we get across the border, and I can see Jeff kind of like he listening to us, but he's not listening to us. Like it was like almost somebody just about to drift off. And I was like, hey, got that. Yeah, I did. So I said, hey man, pull over right here, man. You ain't about to kill us over here, man. So sure enough, once we do that, Jeff finally just gave in. He sleep. He like, wake me up. Hey, I haven't been back to Toronto since that, man. I gotta go, man. I gotta take. But
it was weird how it was just dog rain, and once we got to Toronto, it was sunny. Like, yeah, I ain't work.
It was a different work. We were about 30 minutes away from Toronto, and it was like, soon as we seen that sign, the sun was out.
Shout out to Toronto, beautiful city. Check out.
Yeah, beautiful city. I mean, that mall, I forget the name of that mall. I never seen a mall with 9 levels in my life.
Yeah, they had them candles that smelled like Pepsi or whatever. Like
every kind of scent.
That's crazy. But it was in a time where they was watching like Happy Days. Like, no, we don't dress like that no more. Y'all don't. Like, that's what y'all watch on reruns of it. No, it's 2001, lady. We rapping and we Timberlands, lugs, and all that.
You remember we asked that girl, how did she get to understand our culture? And she said they watch Cops and the Cops and something else. We said, no, don't do that. Watch something else. We told her the shows to watch so she can understand our culture, because she said she was watching Cops, and I'm like, people on Cops is doing bad things. Yeah. All of our people are not doing bad things.
But oh Lord, there was some beautiful women over there.
Yeah, that was. Hey, you remember? Before we do our closing remarks, you remember when we went to that Indian restaurant?
Yeah, that food was like authentic.
Yeah, it was basically Indian Mediterranean food, and we went in there and stood, and people was looking at us like, why they ain't sit down? And the lady was like, she's like, hey, oh, y'all seat yourselves. And we was like, oh, okay, no wonder why we not being served.
They can tell we were from there. Yeah, that was a great spot.
Hey, good old days, boy.
Joe said he was in Korea. Group of Korean teens were rapping Wu-Tang. He rapped with them, tried to talk to them after they couldn't speak English. That's fair. They can rap Wu, but they can't speak a lick English.
Yeah, you know, Wu-Tang was worldwide at one point, man. That 93 to like 97, they was killing it.
Yeah, I remember Big Joe sent me that dope ass Laker comforter he got from over
there. I remember that one. That was hard.
Yeah, I had a few people try to get like back up. Nope, can't get it. But it's so sweet. Yeah, it's mine. Can't have it. No.
Yeah, that was hard. I remember he sent you that when he was over there. That was definitely a good gift. You still got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
That damn good quality what they made over there. Yeah, it's still together. It's been a fun one.
Hold on, you closing remarks, man.
You go first. Coast. Right.
America's reach is far. Yeah, true. You right about that. We definitely the hip hop culture and things like that, man. It influences. What people don't realize how big until you travel. We drive the culture. Yeah. We really drive the culture, man. I remember being in Panama, and the guy literally, he seen my Detroit shirt, and he was our taxi driver. And he asked me, he said, is Detroit really that bad? And I was like, whoa, because he was from Venezuela. So for him to say, is Detroit really that bad? I told him, I said, Detroit individually crazy, but y'all are machete crazy. Like you hanging people and taking off arms and limbs and leaving notes talking about this person next. I said, they're not on that back at home. We ain't that crazy. So it was just a culture shock for me, because I'm like, wow, man. But getting to the topic at hand as we close, man, all I can say is there's a time and place for a cemetery, and we all know what a cemetery is used for. It's to place some bodies and everything. You remember in Boys to Men, he said, "Y'all want to see something? Y'all want to see something?" He took more that dead body. All I'm saying to you, Drake, is hang it up, bro. Stick to your lane, man, and go back to doing the poppy, R&B, dancing songs that everybody love. The kids, people do the little, they got a little trendy thing out there right now, and couples doing it, parents doing it with their kids. It says we listen and we don't judge. We know you took that L, man. Take that L and call it a day. There's some fights, man, that people, then had in life, whether it was in school, and you just have to either laugh at it today and say, "Yeah, man, my man beat me down," or you could just say, "Man, I took that L and I had to just keep it moving." Just take that L and keep it moving. As for the relationships, I just have to say, just be honest out there, folks. We in 2024, almost 25 now, and there's no room nor time to be wasting people's time and energy. Let the people know who you are, who you really are, your authentic self. Don't bring the representative. Don't bring the mask. Unmask yourself. I used to love Scooby-Doo, and it was always funny because I don't think I ever saw one person every single time, whoever that monster was. So sometimes your intuition may not be there. That's why I tell people the difference between intuition and discernment is big. Get your spiritual discernment working so that you can know the monsters that you're dealing with. I don't want you, young man, young woman, to find out 5 years later the monster that you're dealing with right now in 2024. I want you to know the monster you're dealing with right now, December 7th, 2024. I have a monster. It's time for me to flee, run the other way. I don't want you to find out 5 years from now and realize in 2029 that this person is that monster. Find out now. Find out what they're into, because it's a lot of people where I'm at right now that's dating some down low brothers, and they don't know that they down low. And that's the part that's down. I call it low down, because I feel like if that's the life that you live, you need to be real with the young lady and not let her get caught up in that type of stuff. Yeah. Because you're bringing her into an innocent thing that she shouldn't be a part of. And if she is wanting to be a part of that, give her that option to opt in or to opt out. But be your authentic self. That's my take on everything. I'll let my brother close us out here tonight. It's been real, folks. Hopefully y'all enjoying these games tonight and this weekend. Go Lions. I see y'all been doing your thing, and it's good to see the city booming like that.
Yeah, when you're talking about being overseas, I remember going to Utah, and when we stopped the terrorists, and y'all Detroiters don't play. Like, Lord, that's going to add to the lore. Everybody think we walk around like you said with guns out. Like, yeah, you like that. Drake did go make some more music and just wax on, wax off. He took it L, keep it moving. People dating, we grown. Whether in your 20s to now, you are grown. I know some people say they still know you're not a kid. If you're over 21 or 21, you are an adult. So it's time to start thinking like one. Be honest. Whatever you're into, give the person the opportunity to roll with it or not. Biggest issue you're going to have with a female, if you take her option away. You might not know she might be down for the handcuffs and whip. She might be down. But give it an option. Now, you're doing that down low stuff, unfortunately, you need to be real with yourself, because that ain't cool. People get hurt doing that. And time is precious. So we just lost another family member, found about Friday, praying for them. Even though she was way up in age. But people leaving. So if you can't really be honest with whoever you trying to start a life with, you phone it to yourself. And if you can't sit up and talk about whatever with that person, what's the point? Because they're gonna be so frustrated. I didn't know you was a sports fanatic, or you really are a sexaholic, or whatever it is. I should know that about you. If that's what I'm down with, cool. If not, I can walk away from. Compared to we start trying stuff that you really into that I don't know, and now you got me in deep water. Like, you could have just told me that, and either I roll with it and we just jump in deep water together, or not. You trying to make me want to like what you really into by being deceiving. That's gonna make people mad. That's people get hurt. Because don't nobody want to be Jedi mind tricked into nothing. You know, I'm wild. I'm on chandelier. I'm with the syrup or ice cream, whatever it is. You need to drink some Jack. Y'all had a crown. Y'all had a conversation like, oh, I'm with that too. Let's get it. Y'all have some fun. But the point is y'all to have fun together, not, oh my God, can I tell I want to dress like a nurse and she's gonna look down at me? If you can't have that basic conversation, why the hell you with the person? They're going to be a little mad, like, you can't talk to me? We're in the same household. You can't say you want me dressed like a nurse or whatever? Dog, what are we out? We teammates or not? We should have these conversations respectfully and no judgment. But if you can't do that, you need to look at yourself. Why are you not comfortable being you? Because you're going to come out at some point. Some point, you're going to want to be you, whatever that you is. So you can walk around free and comfortable. So if you're with someone, have them conversations. And they might be down for the cause, you know, have a good time. That's my take on it. It's going to be a fun season 4. Because ain't no telling what else we're going to talk about. You know, I know Jerome started getting, he must have some drinking over there because he started getting confessional. I forgot about that Toronto trip that this Negro knew that I left out in the wee hours in the morning. And the whole time, me and that girl like, you better not try, you going to fall asleep. I got it. So, word to the wise. Sometimes God trying to tell you stuff to other people. You should listen. Put your pride down, brothers. Put your pride down. Because that drift wasn't a good thing. Wasn't a good thing at all.
Good night, Joe.
And on that note, y'all have a good one. Let me find the music and all that good stuff. I can log out. Brand, there we go. I'm on my iPad, so give me a second, everybody. All right. Till next week, everybody.
Later.